Let's talk about main character energy. You know those days when you wake up and it feels like your entire brain is already glued to your phone, waiting for the message, if he messaged you, if something has changed, trying to predict if you're still okay in a relationship, if you're still safe, or rolling around, looking at your partner, predicting his mood, seeing are we okay, how is today going to look like. This is what anxious attachment quietly trains you into. You start living through someone else's reactions. You build your whole entire day and life around their mood, around their tone of voice, their schedule. You become a side character in your own life without even noticing it. And here's the truth, most people never say it out loud. Your partner is just one chapter in your entire story. They are not your entire whole book. They are not the main character. It's not called you and Peter, you and Johnny. It's called Sarah, Emma, Marie, Eula. They are not the entire book. They are not the director. They don't decide the plot. You do. That's the main character energy. That's what it means. Not being dramatic, not being fake, not becoming someone else. It's remembering you were always the center of your own movie, of your own story, of your own book. You just forgot this because your anxiety and your fear pulled you into survival mode. So anxious attachment makes you attach mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically to someone else too fast that you stop living your actual full life to your fullest. You stop choosing, you start reacting, you try to control the relationship instead of leading your own story. And this is why main character energy is so powerful if you have an anxious attachment style, if you want to start the new year with this energy, or if you're listening later to this episode. So it puts the camera back on you. It brings your energy home. It reminds your nervous system, hey, I'm actually already safe inside myself. And then everyone can tag along, be there as a side character in my own story. Imagine your life truly like a full movie. Imagine the opening scene. Soft morning light, you could smell the coffee, you walking through the kitchen like the world is yours, like you're owning the room, not waiting for someone to text you or to make decisions for you, not waiting for someone to choose what you're going to have for breakfast or how your day is going to look like. You choose for yourself. You decide how you're going to feel, what you're going to do, no matter if your partner has a grumpy day or not. Disclaimer, I'm not a therapist or a doctor. This content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, or heal any mental health condition. If you're in an abusive relationship or dealing with severe mental health challenges, always seek professional advice. And this doesn't mean it's perfectly designed or polished. Main character in movies are not perfect. They're real, they're messy, they cry on bathroom floors, they eat pasta straight from the pot, they cut it with their scissors. The whole audience always screams, yes girl, do this, or no, leave the relationship. And we love the whole messy thing. Remember, what was it? Suddenly, Princess Diaries it's called. And she's very messy, she's clumsy, and that's exactly what we love about the main character as well. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to have everything dialed in, but at least own it. Remember that you are the most important person in your life. So that's the energy we want to channel, not fake influencer energy, not the I'm only valuable if I look perfect every day with clear glass skin and all of this. No, we want honesty, we want authentic energy only. So main character energy is about living your life from the inside out in tiny micro moments, tiny shifts, tiny choices that bring you back into the scene, like hoovering in the living room while imagining your belle, or cleaning the castle while somehow still singing like if your life would be very magical, even through the very mundane, boring things in your everyday life. Make something more like special, romantic, nostalgic. Romanticize your life. And I've heard also the saying that, you can't be the main character in your life and romanticize life if you are actually running a very successful business, or if you're hustling, and if you are having a 9-to-5 job. This can be actually very, like there are so many characters in movies who are also living that same energy. You just want to imagine, who can I imagine being, and just romanticize that version. Like imagine yourself as that chaotic, lovable mess character into that movie and make it more iconic. Everything can be romanticized, no matter if you're going through depression, because remember, after this you can shine again. After every breakdown, there will be a breakthrough. Everything can be romanticized. You're always your main character. So it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're an influencer, if you're poor. Actually, in fact, the most amazing love stories and romantic movies and fairy tales are so special because they're so relatable. Because they went from poverty into, I don't know, living their cutest, magical fairy tale life. They actually went through hardship first and then made it in the end. So I think everything can be romanticized. It's about how you do it, not what you do. So when you're going through a breakup or have a very low season, imagine the chapter title, like this is the storm before the rise, or I don't know. Every movie hero has it, right? Every Disney princess has it as well. Every badass Netflix lead has the dark night before this big comeback. You are not broken, there's nothing wrong with you. You can just realize, hey, this is just one chapter. You're just at the beginning and you have so many chapters to go. So you want to ask yourself, how would I move if this was my movie? How would I breathe? How would I think? How would I walk a bit straighter? How would I see the world through a different lens? What would I shake off? What would I let go of? How can I see it from a different perspective? What would I no longer allow myself to believe? Or maybe it's the way you do things. And this is often how anxious attachment then softens over time. This is how detachment works as well, in a very lovely, soft way. This is how to stop merging with someone else's emotions and how to come back home to yourself. You don't become secure by thinking harder, but by trying on new thoughts repeatedly and then acting on them. You become securely by living differently, by putting on the focus back on you, by realizing there's only one you in the world, by choosing your energy every single day. And once you start seeing your life like that, like it's a movie, like you are the main character, it's being written through you, not like life is happening and you're just reacting to it. Not that everything depends on what your partner does or says and your mood changes based around them. You stop waiting, you stop shrinking, you stop watching your partner like they're the only character who really matters. You come home to you, your energy, your tiny moments, your sparkle, your weird little rituals, and your own timeline. And maybe now you're asking yourself right now, okay, but how? How again do I do this? Like when I'm anxious, overthinking, stuck in my partner-focused mode. How can we do this? So let me show you a few things how you can do this in real life ways, the tiny things that build the big shifts over time in micro moments to become your main energy, and some concepts that are very important for this. So first of all, know your partner is just a chapter. He's not your entire book. Remember, your energy, your joy, your choices are the main focus. Even if the chapter is long, you are still the main character. Don't give away your power to your partner, your friends, or work. You control your thoughts, responses, and how you show up. Your feelings, your anxiety, and your joy, they are yours to manage. You can release them and you can channel them. And number 2 is, I want you to choose one signature thing that helps you anchor that this is your story a little bit more, that makes you feel like, oh yeah, I am the character. Maybe it's a lipstick that makes you feel like, oh yeah, this is me, or a specific hairstyle. Maybe it's a pair of earrings or your favorite jumper you want to wear more often, or a special cup you drink from every morning that makes you feel like, yeah, this is me, this is my movie, I'm the main character. Or maybe a special scent, a special perfume you put on and make yourself more like, this is me, this is my branding, this is my label somehow. And number 3 is turn a boring household task into a movie scene, because it's about energy. It's about doing the things you already have to do, but in a different way. So when you hoover, imagine your childhood favorite character like twirling around the hoover like it's magic. And when you see birds outside or little mouse, because I used to live in London and we had some mice sometimes, like I visioned them as a little character. We gave them a name. We actually made them cute and made them part of our story. Or when you're grumpy, and if you're a grumpy person or you're not a morning person, put on your favorite playlist and open the blinds and welcome the sun in and dance a little bit or hum and stretch yourself out like they do in the movies, and just welcome the day and just set an intention for the day. Make boring everyday moments yours. Number 4 is your inner voice is the voiceover over your own movie, over your storyline. So you want to notice the storytelling voice. You notice it from a distance though, not the inner dialogue that is always consuming you and you think it's real, your thoughts are real and that is just you and everything is real. No, you want to realize the inner story you're telling yourself about your partner, about the world, about yourself, and notice it from a distance and realize you can control your thoughts. You can control this voiceover. Step a little bit back, observe it and guide it gently. This way you are aware of your story without being really trapped inside it. And number 5 is you are both the actor and the writer of your story. So your book is not finished yet. The ending is not written and you can choose your next chapters. You decide what scene is next, what action is next, and your energy brings it into your story. You can rewrite your old patterns and consciously create your own plot twists. When you wake up, when you plan your next week, you can decide how do you want to think about it or how do you want to feel and what actions are needed to become more your main character. If you want to become securely attached, what would it take to get there more? How can you regulate your nervous system more? How can you release the fear of not being good enough or people leaving you? More and more, what help would you need? What other side characters do you need in this chapter? And you can write this, you can get help, you can connect to people more, and you're not alone in the story. And number 6 is give yourself a soundtrack. Music is very powerful. It can create a whole different mood to a scene and to yourself. It can anchor yourself into happiness, joy, but also a sense of calmness, or it can make you feel really scared. So you want to choose your specific soundtrack depending on the scene, depending on the week, depending on your mood. For example, I often wake up and I play a song just depending on how I feel. I usually play nothing too crazy because I am a little bit of a grumpy morning person. I need really lots of time to wake up, usually about 2 hours. So I play something a little bit gentle that keeps my nervous system activated in a gentle way. I don't put it on very loud, but something that triggers my mood and makes me happy and joyful. And sometimes I just play music just to ground myself and regulate myself and to soothe myself a little bit more. Sometimes I just go for walks and listen to something very powerful and where I want to feel like, hey, I'm the confident, most powerful version of myself. So you want to choose a music that is aligned with that scene, with that moment, no matter if you want to feel dreamy and very feminine, no matter if you want to boost your mood, or no matter if you want to down regulate and just soothe yourself and feel more safe. Can be even things like listening to raindrops or the fireplace and soundtrack, something little bit like ASMR basically. And now, number 7, you want to romanticize missing him, missing your partner, because anxious attachment want so much closeness that you never really miss your partner. And that can be very triggering for a secure partner, or especially for someone who's avoidant attached, because they simply need more space, more time by themselves. This is how they regulate. So you can romanticize, missing your partner during the day or during longer periods of time. It can be actually very nostalgic and cute as well to miss someone without having to overthink and panic and fear and worry about what's going on and add meaning into the situation. Think about it like a scene of a movie, like a chapter in a book. People have really been missing each other during war and during other challenges, and it really made them much closer afterwards. Just think about it like this. People have loved from way more struggles, and it created a much more stronger love stories for them. So you can do it too, trust me. Maybe leave a tiny note in his bag instead of texting him constantly during the day, or go for a walk, read, do your own hobbies, dance in the kitchen, even if he's at home. This is also how you can miss him while he's at home, while you're actually still in one household together. And then number 8 is link your mood to a character instead of a flaw. So if you're running around overwhelmed, you're the chaotic main character, you're figuring it all out. If you are the one who's running around and is very overwhelmed, great, that is you right now. You are the chaotic main character who's going to figure it all out. Or if you are right now heartbroken, you are in the middle of a plot twist before everything, changes again. This is just one chapter. Allow yourself to grieve. In movies, they always eat buckets full of ice cream, overshare with their friends, watch movies, let themselves cry, feel, and then later in the next chapter, everything's going to change. So remember that. Number 9 is add one cozy upgrade. This is especially great for us. For winter and autumn season. For summer, we want to change this into something different. But right now, it's winter time. So maybe you want to buy or just focus on, your cute PJ full of, bows and bears you put on every night because you feel cute and cozy in that. Not for your partner, you do it for you. Or you buy yourself a nice, like a fake blanket, like a fake fur blanket. And every time when it's coming towards winter, you're really looking forward to snuggle up in this cozy blanket. Or you're getting yourself like a snuddy, like an oversized, cuddly hoodie. I'm going to show you mine. Wait a second. Like my partner and I, we are both obsessed with these. But you can simply just do it for yourself as well. Or you light up a candle when you have a shower instead of just showering under bright neon light and rushing the process. Or you can create a comfortable corner for yourself where you journal every Sunday over the Netflix fireplace show. And you're playing your favorite relaxing music in the background just for you. Nothing super fancy aesthetic. You don't do it for Instagram. You don't do it for your partner. You just do this for you. Just something to show yourself, what? I'm cozy and comfy. I'm creating comfort for myself. And this is my life, and I don't have to do this for anyone else. I don't have to perform for anyone else. This is me. And here are a few final things you can do. Walk like someone is actually watching you. Like not like performative, not extreme, but a little bit more confident. Like someone is like pulling a string up and you're a little bit more lifted and you feel so much more in control and powerful and secure when you just shift your body language a little bit more. No shoulders back, take a deep breath in, chin up, and don't change the body language when someone crosses your path who makes you feel a little bit more insecure. This will signal to your nervous system that you are safe and that you are it. You don't have to shrink yourself for anybody. And another thing you can do also is ask yourself this question. This is extremely, extremely powerful. If you want to become the main character, you want to ask yourself this. What would happen in this scene next? What would my Netflix self choose? And more importantly, what would people on the screen watching me right now scream at me? When you're watching a Netflix movie and you scream at the main character, don't send another text to the guy, or for God's sake, don't get back with your ex again, or oh, I wish you're so damn beautiful, why do you not know it yet? Or why are you criticizing yourself? You're so beautiful. Or stop chasing him, he has nothing on you. Something you would shout at the character, something like a horror movie would be like, don't go down the basement, don't run into the dark alley. But in a romantic movie, it's more like, oh, why is she going back with the ex again? Why is she again seeking his validation? And the same thing is true for you. What would the people on screen watching your movie right now scream at you? And don't just think about it, then act on this. And another final step is to be your main character. Pause before reacting like you would notice your new chapter and realize you are in charge of it. Let's say you're in the messy middle and the character always gets through the messy middle. Realize it. Instantly, your nervous system feels a relief and realizes you are still in charge of it. You don't have to react. You don't have to quickly make active, hustle, anxiety-based decisions. You can take a step back. You have all the time in the world. There are still so many unwritten chapters. And the more you relax into this, into your power, you realize you are in control. You've got this. So, here's something important to remember. Every character gets through a heartbreak moment, right? If you've been anxiously attached for years, there will become a point where you hit your I am done moment. Every character, yes, every single one has this in common, and I used to have this too. Whether it's after a breakup, through toxic friendships, personal struggles, or just waking up realizing I need to change my life. That turning point always comes, and my clients have this as well in common. The breakup, the huge emotional roller coaster ride to realize this. But here's the truth, you don't have to wait for this huge traumatic event to happen. You can start leveling up your life right now. Channel your main character energy now. You can get help through a coaching, through therapy right now. You don't have to be broken or getting through something like a divorce to be able to transform your life. You don't need trauma. You don't need the hardest breakup. You don't need to wait until everything falls apart to become the version of yourself you dream of. You can step into it today. Often it's the tiny micro moments that matter so much more than the big moments and the small victories. Every step you take towards yourself now is the plot twist you're waiting for. You get to rise, you get to shine, you get to grow, and this is your life, this is your story. It's still untold, but don't wait until you're at the last page and you will regret your entire book. You don't want it to be a horror story, right? This is still your choice. So, as you go through your day, remember, you are the main character, your partner's just one chapter, your anxious thoughts, your overthinking, your fears, they're only part of the scene, not the whole movie. You get to choose your energy, your actions, your little joyful moments, and you get to write the next chapter, even if it's just one messy one. So being the main character doesn't mean performing for the camera or for anyone else. It doesn't mean pretending, pushing through, or always being perfect either. It means showing up as your most authentic self, even if that's messy, tired, or emotional, or quiet. At home, in private, when no one is watching, you can let yourself loose, laugh, cry, just be you. Vulnerable, real, and whole. Tonight, slip into your favorite PJs, wrap yourself up in your cozy, soft blanket, light a candle, write in your journal, and just breathe. Focus on you. Imagine the camera as being on you. Every tiny choice, every cozy moment, every small act of self-love. That's your main character energy. If your partner doesn't treat you nice, You want to no longer give him room and access to you. First walk out of the situation and eventually remove them from your life, from that chapter. So your story is not finished, you are still writing it, your endings are yours to create. So go ahead, live the main character you always meant to be. Remember, change in your relationship starts with you. Thought by thought, action by action, and now episode by episode. Lots of love, Yula. Bye bye.